everyone, welcome back to another video. Finally, it's been a little bit of time since I last posted a video. I've just been in a little bit of a creative slump, I guess. I have been reading, as you will see, but yeah, I just took a little bit of a break just to sort some stuff out, clear my head, and I'm ready to go now. Today's video is going to be my August wrap up and September TBR. It is quite late, but I just needed to do it just to clear the air here because it's just been stressing me out that I haven't done it yet, and there's so many books to talk about, so let's get straight into it. So the first books I want to talk about are the books that I read in the month of August. Even though it's the 20th of September, I still wanted to acknowledge them, give them a moment, because there were a few really good ones. So to begin with, Galate, if that's how you say it. I've probably pronounced it wrong so many times on here. This little short story by Madeline Miller, I gave 5 stars. It was a really interesting, nothing I've ever heard of, beautiful Greek retelling, I guess. And a lot of people, because I thought it wasn't a retelling, it was just something Madeline Miller came up with, but people reassured me that it was a retelling and that it is based on Greek mythology, but basically follows this lady who was a statue, and then the man that owned the statue wished for her to be alive, and she was. And it really deals with some important issues, I think, with just being a woman and in a relationship like that. So yes, I really liked this. Liked it a lot more than The Song of Achilles, which is very crazy to say, very unpopular opinion, that I didn't really enjoy The Song of Achilles. But yes, I really did enjoy that one, and it was a great little book to start the month off with. The next 2 books were the first 2 in the Percy Jackson series, so The Lightning Thief and The Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan, and I loved these. Such a perfect start. I've already read these 2 before, but I reread them so I could finally continue on with the series, and I absolutely loved them. Everything about them is just fun, intriguing, just perfect middle grade, and as they are middle grade, I can't really give them more than 4 stars in my opinion, because I didn't grow up reading them, and they're just like, middle grade isn't for me right now. And I wish it was, because I don't know, I just like Harry Potter, which we'll get to later, but yeah, it's just, I didn't grow up reading it. It doesn't have that like emotional connection thing, like, you know what I mean? So yes, but those 2 I have read this last month. And I also did read Percy Jackson and the Titan's Curse, and I also gave that one 4 stars as well. Yeah, I'm just really getting through these Percy Jackson books. I don't know what to say really. I just like, it's fun, and I love Percy Jackson and all the Olympians. Love Greek mythology, and I've just kind of been vibing that a little bit lately. So the last books that I read in the month of August were the last 3 books in the Mind F series. So let me just, because it's been a while, Scarlet Angel, All the Lies, and Paint It All Red. And I gave the first 2, let's have a look what I did here. No, I gave Scarlet Angel 4 stars, All the Lies 3 stars, and then the last one, Paint It All Red, 4 stars, because it was a really great wrap up to the series. I think I was so intrigued, I needed to finish it, like I was hooked, but it was so gross. Like, I did not go into that thinking it was going to be anything like it was, and I do recommend it if you like, I guess, dark romance. Oh, I don't know if I would call it dark. It's not really dark romance. It was kind of thrilling, murder mystery kind of vibe, but yeah, I don't know if I could connect with the characters all that much because of that, because someone was kind of killing people in that series. Nonetheless, it was so entertaining, and I had a fun time reading it, so I'm glad that it happened. Yes, so that is all of the books that I read in August, and I'm kind of proud of myself for reading that many books. Some of them were quite short, but most of them were actually very short when I think about it now. But I did make up for that in September, because as I was reading those books, I was slowly but surely making my way through Empire of Storms, which is, if I'm right, the 5th book. Let me count. How many? 2, 4, 5, 6. What? If you count Assassin's Blade. But this is all I'm gonna say. I just went a bit overboard. I kind of lost my mind, I think, while reading this. Obviously 5 stars, but a lot of things happened. But at the same time, I feel like nothing happened. It's kind of the book that's setting up for battle, I suppose. Like the big hurrah, which I'm scared for. But this is in my September TBR. But I shouldn't be talking about what I think, should I? No, I just realised that. But this is the first book in my September TBR and I've finished it. But the first few that I'm going to talk about I have finished because it is the middle of September. But yes, I just needed a moment to appreciate Empire of Storms. But the rest of the books I read I will not be talking about because that will be for me to do next month. Okay. But yes, Empire of Storms right here. The next 2 books that were on my September TBR that I have also finished already is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This is the first time I'm saying this on here. I've definitely talked about it on my Instagram, but my boyfriend Owen and I are currently reading Harry Potter together. We're doing a little buddy read. And he has never read the books before. I have once, a very, very long time ago. I was in like year 5. So quite some time ago when I was like 11 or 10 or something. So it has been quite some time and I do not think I read the last few properly. So I cannot wait to delve back into this world, my favorite world. I have finished these 2 and they're amazing as always. So yes, these 2 are on my TBR. And then I have Black Cake. I forget the author of that book, but I have listened to that on audio book. And yes, I will talk more about that in my wrap up next month. This is kind of chaotic because I've read everything, but it is what it is. And then Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth is the last book that I have read already in September. And yeah, the second last book in the series, and very much leading up to something big happening, and I'm really excited to see the next book, which is also on my TBR for September. Pretty sure it's called Percy Jackson and the Last Olympians, if I'm not mistaken. I will look that up and put it on the screen if it's incorrect, but yes. And then the next few books on my TBR, I am also planning on reading The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, just purely because I did start this one already a while ago, but I just did not pick it back up, and I really, really, really want to. I feel like this won't be my favorite, but I really want to read Love on the Brain next month, so I'm hoping that I can just get through this. But the reason for the romance is purely because The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas, I think that's how you say it, and I'm currently reading this right now, and I'm doing a reading vlog for it, so be excited about that. But I am so obsessed with this book. I think this will be my favorite book ever. Definitely my favorite contemporary romance I've ever read, and I know it would be. It's everyone else's pretty much, and I'm just, this book is everything to me. So stay tuned for my reading vlog for this, because I can only imagine the emotions at the end of this book. So yes. And then the last book I want to talk about, no, the second last book, is Tower of Dawn. I want to begin this. I don't think I'm going to finish it because it took me so long to finish Empire of Storms. It's just such a mental thing for me to read these. I don't know why. It takes a lot of energy. But yes, that is hopefully happening this month at least. The last book I want to get to is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and it's happening. I've got this one because my boyfriend has my other physical, just like normal copy. So I have the illustrated edition here, and I have ordered the Ravenclaw editions. So that is coming in the mail in October though. So for now, this is what I'm with. This is my little partner in crime, and I'm also listening to it on audiobook as well. So it's an experience, and I'm really excited to get to this. But yes, hopefully that wasn't too chaotic. I just needed to get those books out of my mind and into a video, so it's just done. But I'm really excited for this month of reading, and I hope you're having a really great reading month already. And it won't be too much longer until I do my September wrap up, which you basically just saw anyway because it's halfway through September. More than halfway, there's like not very long left. But anyway, it's finally done. I hope you're having a really lovely day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.